Okay, we are here with Ben Patrick, better known as Knees Over Toes, with special guest Onyx. We're gonna take a look. If you take a look back at my squat I did with Noah and Max, I've been having an issue for a long time where my right side doesn't open up. You guys know about my right ankle issue. So I figured while we're in the area, we drive up, check it out, and we'll see how we go.
So if we're addressing the ankle and hip limitations, but you need to be strong from any of those limitations. For anyone out there struggling with an ankle limitation, rather than having to do, different mobilization drills, you can just start sledding. So you're able to load that, like look, you're loading that ankle mobility every time.
So let's talk about context of when you would prefer to have loaded and range versus mobilization and then load.
Yeah, I mean, you and I have two different activities. I play basketball.
Yeah.
You do strongman. But I think there's going to be common denominators such as sledding.
Yeah.
Whether
and
someone's in strongman or basketball, we can use this to have good ankle mobility, but strength from the ankle mobility.
Yeah.
So you won't be able to gain an ounce of ankle mobility here that's not usable ankle mobility.
Sure.
We'll keep going.
The funny thing is with strongman, anytime we're loaded, they implement usually something like a log.
Yeah.
We actually can't go into any hip flexion or we dump it.
Yeah.
So we actually have to go purely into knee extension.
Yeah.
So one of the biggest things that I've found is when I go into that dip, I'll often start twist, right ankle will come up.
Yep. So you could treat this as your warm up. We sled every workout, and we do about 200 yards of sledding every workout. And we start intentionally slower. You're looking for a sweet spot in the load where you're getting warmed up. Obviously your sport would then get much more specific, but like 70-year-olds, 80-year-olds, people who are overweight, it doesn't matter. Everyone can push the sled because you just lean on it and your body starts to move it a little bit.
Yeah, load dependent.
And then you're not flat-footed, you're pushing through your toes.
Yeah.
You're getting stronger. So we use this, and people know we use this for knee rehab.
Yeah.
But you're loading through your feet and your ankles the whole time.
Yeah.
And not just prying against it, you're strength training.
Now, it's funny, like philosophically,
Yep.
I'll give you my 2 cents after. Me being world's strongest man, you guys being some of the highest jumpers in the world, or someone just trying to fulfill activities of daily living,
Yeah.
how different do you think it actually is for each of those people to train?
Honestly, I do all the same basics. How much intent? So how much load, how much range, that then gets more personal.
Yeah.
So it's still gonna be a personal journey,
Yeah.
but there's no one ever who's gonna walk in that I'm not gonna have to start with the sled.
Yeah.
You're getting circulation, you're getting some cardio in no matter what your sport is. So the basketball guys, we find that we get bouncier from sledding, like our jumping goes up.
Yeah.
And then meanwhile, when we train powerlifters, they find the squats get a little bit easier from the sled. I mean, this came from Louis Simmons, not from people trying to jump high.
Yeah, that's right.
This came actually from Finnish powerlifters who their day job was dragging trees.
Yeah, okay.
They were dragging logs, and then Louis was wondering how they were kicking their ass in the squat.
Right.
And it's because of all the sledding. But
Yeah, okay.
we do at least as much backward as forward.
Yeah.
Because when you're going backward, you're now balancing out that flow. So just pushing or dragging a sled would be great. For those watching, it's a Saturday, so it's time with my son. So what we found is that our guys who can jump super high are extraordinarily strong in the tibialis compared to people who can't.
Right,
So pound for pound strength in the tibialis, like these thin super jumpers can do like more reps than some of the strongest guys who will walk in here.
Yeah, okay.
They're that strong at the ankle.
Right.
So for you, how much time you spend stretching that way is totally up to you. How strong you get this way, it is gonna help that thing repair and heal. I set this up so we can go lighter if you want, if there's any pain. So we're not working through any pain. We're actually just trying to strength train the ankle.
Are you
might need a sneaker, we'll see.
Yeah.
It could be.
Might be sore.
So slide back a touch so that the ankle, there you go. And then the quads will be straight. So flex the quads, there you go. And now that's it. And now you're gonna strength train it, there you go. Good. See how many reps you can get. Yeah, I got it. So go to failure here. And you said it was the left ankle that's limited?
Right.
The right ankle? Right. So, and hold that contracted position each time. So go up, hold it, there you go, good. So you're gonna actually build strength, build muscle tissue.
How many of these can you do?
Good set. I mean, probably about the same as you,
which
I
is
mean, I don't know how
completely.
many. Right, so pound for pound at the ankle.
Oh boy.
My ankle here. We'll get a Court. Come in here. Go to failure on this. So imagine jumping.
Yeah.
Imagine how much power he has in that ankle.
Oh.
Jumping at 6'5", 185, so he can fly off those ankles.
Yeah.
So for jumping, it's actually still strength training. And yes, the squat might be the king of developing the power to jump.
Yeah.
But what really separates the guys with the springs is they can handle whatever their hip and knee can output, the ankle can handle it.
Of course.
So you're doing an actual workout right now.
Yeah.
Like I don't do any non-workouts. Everything I do has to be a workout.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
And now let's say if you were to put this in context of a truck pull, a powerful triple extension that with load, not just jumping, do you see fundamentally any difference in how you would train to have the most powerful truck pull or powerful triple extension overhead pressing?
Not a ton, because that's where your sport-specific training would come in.
Yeah.
So if you get stronger at this, and Court, who was just on there, gets stronger at this, it just means both of you are less likely to have pain through the ankle and are more likely to be able to harness that. But when it comes to the hip limitation, this is the same concept as the tibialis raise there.
Sure.
Is that we're gonna strength train the opposite side of that hip limitation.
Yeah.
So that even if you are trying to mobilize it, you're actually gonna be strong through that mobility.
So this would be actually for the hip limitation. We actually want to strength train those hip flexors.
Okay.
So I'll take a set here to failure. So notice I'm working toward range.
Yeah.
Like I'm not just forcing range of motion. I also want to be strong on the other side of that.
Of course.
So if you say you have an ankle limitation and a hip limitation, you might have assumed that I was going to try to then like stretch you into those.
Yeah.
And we're actually strength training the opposite side of those.
Yeah.
We want to put muscular cushion so that you can try to get whatever mobility you need.
See, the important thing, I think, good thing for people watching, I always talk about strength training being the cure to a lot of injuries, and it just depends on how you do it. And I get accused of personal bias, but I want you to think the number of years that someone's been in school in how to improve injuries and outcomes is basically correlative to how much they like strength training to improve those injuries. So use Ben as my backer.
So slide back so the weight's just off the pin. There you go, pull yourself back. Now you're gonna try to get ass to grass 20 times. It's a reverse squat. 20 without the heels touching.
Oh,
Oh yeah. So you're actually working the strength on the other side of the limitation. 4, nice. 5, 6, 7, 8, come on. 9, 10, doing good. 11, 12, 13, you're growing those hip flexors. 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Good job. Good job.
oh, Mom?
Slide down a bit. Yeah.
Jesus Christ. That is so uncomfortable.
You may be sore in that lower abdomen too.
Yeah.
And I think that there's a lot of groin, hernia, different issues people get, even in the lower back. Like you wouldn't want to be weak exactly opposite of the lower back. So maybe there's no true isolation of the lower abs. You can absolutely strengthen below the belly button. Most people are proportionally weak below the belly button. You know who's the strongest on this one? Sprinters, pound for pound.
Sure.
It's not even close.
So if you're actually giving this as a prescription, would this be warm-up type stuff? Would you prescribe this more as pure strength training, a 3x20 or something like that a couple times a week, or what would you do?
Well, number one, it would be most relative to you. So you would have the best instinct. Like if you took your program and you wanted to say, all right, knees over toes guy, I'll put in 10 minutes of your work a day.
Yeah.
Most important would be, would you rather do it before, would you rather do it after?
Yeah.
Given the nature of your sport, you might want to do it after.
Yeah,
Because you might be kind of gutted from training these areas.
Yeah, and you don't want to move funny when you got heavy loads.
We have a gym standard if you want to try it.
Okay, what's that?
It's 4 of those under a minute.
4 back and forth?
Yeah.
Okay. At that weight?
Yeah.
Oh, I could do that, no problem.
You guys ready?
Yeah.
All right, go. Think stride length when you're pushing, and then think stride frequency on the pulling. Nice. World's strongest man versus world's highest jumper. Same weight on the sled. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Outstanding. Oh.
No!
Court, wait for him to catch up. All right. Is that 3 or 4 right there? No, it's 3. This is 4. This is 4. Go. Who's got it? Who's got it? Oh, yeah. Nice.
Oh, move feet. Move feet.
Good job.
Woo.
44 seconds. And he tripped up. So he's right around, I would say, so that was 44, but he got tripped up. So I would say that, yeah, 40, like 42 is the gym record. So I would say he was even with the gym record because the trip up, you know. So
It's where being heavy helps you.
so this is a, yeah, but you still have to move that body. So this is a truly world-class effort.
There we go.
Even on athleticism can really go to anything.
Thank you very much for having me out.
Thank you.
And we'll see how we go. Maybe.
We'll be big fans at ATG. So
Yeah, good. Well,
yeah, congratulations
maybe I
on
can.
winning.
Thank you
It's
very much.
unbelievable.
Thank you.
That
We'll
must
see.
have been an incredible moment when you won.
Strange. That's how I would describe it.
Yeah.
You know, like, I'd only been in it for 4 years, like full stop. Professionally for 11 months. It's not really time to like wrap your head around exactly
Yeah.
what's that like? How's it gonna feel? I didn't have the hero story. Like nothing's gone wrong yet. So very lucky, to be honest. Very lucky.
You must be doing something right. So
And we'll try and
I
keep doing
I
some
think
more.
people, you know, competing in strength sports should take a look at what you're doing because you must be doing something right.
I hope they do.
Yeah.
I hope they do, and I hope they take a lesson about aerobic fitness, about body composition, about how heavy you have to be. I'm #1 in the world, and we're gonna do a little bit where we walk around the street and go like, I'm a world champion. What do you think I'm a world champion in? And like, no one will say powerlifting or strongman, because like, you don't have to be overly large, overly fat to move big weight. As long as you do it and you move well, you move healthy. It's a
And
good recipe.
yeah, and ultimately in sports, that's what's going to make the mega millions is can you be big and move well?
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, if you can be big and move well, that's just income in sports. So
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah, 100%.
yeah,
Fantastic.
yeah.
Well,
Thanks so much for visiting.
of course, thank you for having me,
Yeah.
and we'll see how it goes.
Yeah.
Look out, everyone else. We're getting better.